of all, it's okay, Tessa. But I think this relationship between these two are pretty good. I think they're to spend the rest of their life together. All together. Yes, cake time is coming soon. So you might want to dip your face in the cake.
That's a tough act to follow.
Hello everyone, my name is Allie and Katie and I have been friends for as long as I can remember. We were born only a few days apart and my mom started babysitting Katie when she was about 2 months old. So literally we have known each other our entire lives and the rest is history, as they say. We did everything together and we had our entire lives planned out by the time we were about, I don't know, 4 years old maybe. We were going to go through school together all the way. We were going to be veterinarians. We were going to live together and we would just simply be together forever. Well, we made it through kindergarten together. And then she went to Lake Placid, Saranac Lake Schools, and I stayed in Lake Lear, and maybe that was a good thing. I seem to remember one certain excursion in kindergarten when I think we both excused ourselves from class, I'm sure for the restroom, and we followed the leprechaun footprints. It was April Fool's Day. Followed the leprechaun footprints down the hallway and found the pot of gold in a closet. And as we were about to dig in, I think a certain teacher found us and we were sent back to class. But despite moving to different schools, we stayed friends and still had sleepovers and adventures together. And then I moved from New York to South Carolina, and again, that was probably a good thing. I think one such adventure took us to a neighbor's house from Mackenzie Pond, and there was a little bit of running and a little bit of yelling and some getting in trouble later on. And surely living 1,000 miles apart from each other should have been the end of our dream of living together forever. But not quite. Somehow we managed to stay in touch. Her dad would drop her off when they were on vacation for a couple of days. She would stay a little while, and I would visit with family in New York and spend a couple days with her. And when we were old enough, she would fly and spend a couple days with me, and we would talk and email and text now and still be together. Despite being so far apart, we have remained best friends, and ironically, we have the same career still. We are not veterinarians, but we are both nurses. And we still don't live near each other or together or anywhere close to, but she's in Kentucky and I'm in South Carolina, and we still talk. And Tommy, on the other hand, unfortunately, I haven't known for about a couple of years. But who can't love the beard and all the hair? But from the time I first met Tommy, he has accepted and loved me as family, as one of Katie's sisters, and has just welcomed me into their little family. He has been there to support her and encourage her and tell her in just the right way when she is wrong, which doesn't happen very often. And to love her, and most importantly, to make that giant pot of coffee just right in the morning. But I would say if she does get mad, run fast, because she's really good with her bow and arrow. But when she moves to South Carolina, don't worry, Tommy, I will take care of you and protect you. But to Tommy and Katie, to the best people I know, may you always have friendship, hope, and meaning.
Yeah. Cheers!
Cheers!
Come on.
I don't know where I found these. They're fine. It's the only one that's open. Whose is this? Yep.
Hi, everybody.
We have lots of speeches, don't worry.
I'm Rachel. I'm the older twin. I just want to say, bear with me. This wedding is just beautiful, and I'm thrilled to celebrate it with Katie and Tommy. These two are amazing individuals, and together, I think they are pretty much unstoppable. Tommy, you are an amazing guy. I am always impressed by your character. You're steadfast, you're kind, you're genuine. I couldn't have imagined a better partner for my little sister. And Katie, I can't wax poetic because I'm soft served. And I'll dissolve, but I love you to the end of the earth. I'm your biggest fan with a huge heart and a lot of grit. And take good care of each other and enjoy the ride.
Ryan has something else to say.
Tommy looks good as a person. You guys all know that. I can compare him of the beard to some sports guys. I can compare him to James Harden. I can compare him to Mike Napoli, who played for the Red Sox. You fear the beard, man. Fear the beard.
Okay, any other speeches? Yeah, all right.
So, when I first found out that I had to give a speech, Katie told me. And she said, everybody is speaking. So, I said, all right, I've got to do it. So I didn't write it until this morning, so it's really good. But a few different things ran through my head. I could make a point to embarrass them both. I've known both of them for a while now, Tommy especially long, and could probably say some things that would turn him red and make everybody laugh, but it's his wedding, so. I could try to make everybody cry, that's the other thing, but I don't think I got the words for that. I could just steal Tim's speech. Probably do a little of both during that, but I don't have to love it either. Or I could just talk about what I know most about, and that's Tommy. So, Tom has always given more than he gets. I think everybody knows that from a very young age. Me and Tommy, him picking me up from school, waking me up out of bed, literally coming into my room and pulling me out of bed, making sure that I got to school. That was always nice of him. He did the same thing when we worked at the golf course for Tom. 5:30 is pretty early for a 15-year-old, but he always made sure I was there, so that was also nice of him. And I think he gave me this Leatherman, which I'm sporting right now. He gave this to me last night, which is really sweet because that's nicer than anything I got him for his wedding. So, so just by being here, I really made out like a bandit. But it reminded me, I can't remember when it was, I can't remember what year it was, but I had just gotten an N64 and I was so excited.
Yes!
And that was so cool.
I understand.
Yeah, totally. And Tom had an N64 already, but one year for Christmas he got me, I can't remember if it was like Madden 94 or 96 or something. It doesn't matter. But basically it was like, back in those days, like, that's a $60 game for us, when we're like 10 and 12, that's a lot of money. And he got me Madden like 96 for Christmas, and maybe Jess and Caitlin suffered for it because he had no more money to
Lifesavers in the book.
That's just how he is. That's how he's always been, and it's awesome. So yeah, I guess in a way he's responsible for my video game proficiency, me getting to school and getting an education, me getting to work and getting paid. Yeah, and then anything that I ever learned in math class is due to him. We'd have homework parties. So basically it was like I'd be a month behind in school, and then I'd go over and we'd get together and we'd have a homework party and we'd do everything, and he'd teach me how to do a month's worth of math in an afternoon, and we'd go on. You too. So anyway, yeah, so Tom's always given. Katie also. Katie. So when we first met, I might have been a little bit intimidated. You were taking up a lot of my best friend's time. You beat me shotgunning a beer the first time I met you. So I was taken aback a little bit. I was like, who is this girl? But since I've gotten to know her, it's amazing. I'm so glad that you're now one of my good friends also. It's not just like my best friend's girlfriend or wife. It's like my best friend and my best friend, and I'm so excited about that. Yeah, I'm so excited to have you both and to be able to call you both my family. So.
Cheers!
Shotgun and beer right.
For those who don't recognize me, it's Tim. Tommy insisted I grow this thing. So thanks, Tommy. He'll be gone tomorrow. When I tell people that I met Tommy, one of my best friends in the whole world, at daycare, there's usually a pause and then a question. You guys are still friends? Friendships can sometimes fade over time. People lose touch, gain on their interests, move other places. But nope, Tommy and I have stuck together through years of mild and mostly pathetic mischief. It started at an early age, right? Balancing buckets of army men on a door and trying to trick Kathy into pushing the door open. Sneaking into the living room at 5 a.m. to play Sega Genesis. And creating haunted houses in the basement that didn't scare anybody but us.
I was scared.
Over the years, we graduated to more elaborate pranks. Hiding alarms in Kathy's room that were set for 3 in the morning. We're putting Darth Maul cutouts on all of Kathy's mirrors. Come to think of it, most of our pranks around this time targeted Kathy. And as we entered our teenage years, the antics reached new heights. Rollerblading on trampolines, knocking off roofs on the trampolines. And of course there was that strange and short phase where we would drive to LL Bean with Chris in the middle of the night, stealing traffic cones along the way.
in the back of the car.
We even worked the same jobs. Mowing the same awful ditch every day at the golf course. Thanks, Big Tom, for that one. Dodging Chow's knives at the Thai restaurant. And making our way to Shabbat dishes at the Camp Micah kitchen. Yep, we had it all. And those seemed like the golden days. Of course, this type of Tommy time wasn't sustainable. At some point, we had to spread our little wings and fly into the world. Or college, at least. We kept in touch and saw each other on vacations. And it was on one such vacation that something was different about Tommy. For one thing, he was checking his cell phone constantly. He disappeared for long spans of time. My initial thought was that he might be dealing illicit substances. Or maybe he'd become a superhero. As it turned out, Tommy was distracted by a force of good. He'd met and fallen for Katie. Better than good. As time has gone by, I've had the pleasure of getting to know Katie and can say with confidence that she's more than capable of taming our wild Tommy. We've already leapt over many life hurdles together, including home ownership, living with the gorgeous hellhound known as Brutus, taming a flock of chickens, and one time when they battled and defeated an evil chupacabra.
What happened?
The fact is that since meeting Katie, Tommy seems happier and more focused every time I see him. He's moved ahead in his career as a teacher, developed a talent for woodwork, and landscaped his facial hair. In our daycare days, we would have scoffed at maturity, adulthood, and marriage. But Tommy now wears these as well as his beard. Tommy and Katie, I wish you both the best and look forward to enjoying more time together in every new and exciting phase of our lives.
Interesting story, when I bought Chris a video game, I bought Tim a yo-yo.
If anybody feels that they would like to say something,
Just, I'm Katie's mom, so I think I'll fill in a little bit about Katie. Katie, if you know her for any length of time, she's a pretty determined person. She has been since she was about this tall. She's also passionate and original and fun-loving. Right. I mean, just a couple examples from her childhood. Well, when she was very little, we were transplanting flowers outdoors, and she was pretty small, and she was vigorously digging holes. Yes. Digging holes and planting flowers vigorously, and she said, I just love being a kid. And then, I didn't balance the load in our washing machine once, and I could hear it downstairs going, come on, come on, come on. And I got down there, and Katie was on top of it, going, everybody's going and I could tell more stories about soap in the bathroom and playing with Allie. But anyway, life is a puzzle, and everybody comes out of the box with a few pieces missing. I think that's
Rescue.
They're a full puzzle. Yes. So live long and be happy.
So Brian's got the floor again.
Alright, another beer thing. Beer joke, whatever.
Beard joke.
Yeah.
You don't joke about beards, Brian.
Like Napoli or James Harden sometimes. Alright, here's the last thing I forgot to add on. Every Christmas, this guy comes in a red suit. And his name is Tommy Claus. No, really, he's Santa Claus. He looks like Santa
Okay, is there anybody else that would like to say anything?
I do. Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Hi everyone. I'm Jess, Tommy's sister. I hate giving speeches, but here we go. Anyway, I just wanted to tell Tommy that I just loved growing up as a sister, and it was really fun. I'm glad you came out normal, even though I tormented you so much. That's my dad. But anyway, Tommy has always been the bigger person, the better person. He is awesome. He always sticks up for people. I remember when we were little, one day the police come knocking at our door, and he is, I don't know if he's crying or what he's doing, but he's somewhere, and my mom answers, and Tommy had walked home from school, and there was Tony Mattia. I don't know if you guys know. But he was picking on some girls, so Tommy decided to beat him up. He saved the day for those girls, but he got in trouble. Anyway, don't mess with Katie. She can stick up for herself, but if she doesn't, Tommy will beat the shit out of you. Yeah, but he doesn't like that one. Anyway, I loved being your sister growing up, but I think more importantly, I'm really proud of the person you've become. You're an awesome man, and I think, sorry. Katie, I think ever since he met you, it's like all of his best qualities have just been like shining through. He's like so happy with you, and which makes me love you so much more, and you're awesome, and I'm just really looking forward to the rest of our lives together to have adult memories.
What are you doing? Oh gosh.
Speeches are my favorite. So my name is Rue. Oh, never mind. I introduced Tommy and Katie. Tommy has been one of my good friends since middle school. He is an incredible person, and I am lucky to know him. And you are all lucky to know him as well. And Katie, I met in my freshman year of college. Between freshman and sophomore year. Katie was this phenomenally smart, sassy individual who made me so happy to be where I was. And I'm so lucky to know Katie, and together they make this incredible team. And I have been so happy and so lucky to know them as they've been together for the past 5 to 6 years. For the past several years I've been visiting them in Kentucky. They are a
my life is so much better because I know both of them. They are incredibly intelligent, funny, hilarious, wonderful individuals who make fantastic friends and family members, and I think we should all raise a glass to Tommy and Katie right now.
Tomcat.
Okay, now it's really my turn.
I want you guys to know, Rue initially disapproved of our relationship.
I did.
I thought it now.
But she told me she didn't want me dating him. She said he's my best friend, and he's really nice.
And she didn't.
Okay, can I go now? So I'm Caitlin. I'm Tommy's baby sister. So I have to write it out because I'm really not good at speeches either. So Tommy's always been an amazing big brother to me. I've always felt so lucky to have him. And now that he's officially Tommy. Now that he's officially married to Katie, I thought I would share a few things from our childhood that I think were great indicators that he would one day make a good husband. Number one, he always took advice from me and my sister, whether it be on fashion, girls, or pretty much everything else. So that was good. Took our advice. Number two, he was always good at sharing with us, even though he knew that with me that meant that he would only get a teeny little bite of his candy bar. Number three, he always put up with me no matter how horrible of a sister I was to him. And the thing that I'm referring to is the times when I used to punch him and then lay down and start crying. And I always got away with that, and he dealt with me still. So to sum it up, growing up with two sisters, I think taught him to take advice, share, and to always put up with us no matter what. So Tommy, I hope you take those things with you in your marriage. Always take Katie's advice. Share with her your time, your friendship, your love, and obviously your candy bars. And most importantly, let her punch you and lay down crying if she wants to. Katie, I feel so lucky that my brother met you. You are perfect for him. I couldn't ask for a better sister-in-law. So congratulations, and yay!
Hi, I'm David. I'm Katie's dad. On behalf of the horse side of the family, we're very, very delighted to welcome Tommy and the family. Wonderful, wonderful. We wish you all the best. I remember once when Katie was very young. I want to be with you in beard solidarity here. It's a story and it's advice. Once when Katie was very young, 2 or 3, I shaved off my beard, which was much fuller and blacker then. And she looked at me after all the remains were in the sink, and she said, "You're not my daddy anymore." So let that be a lesson to you. Congratulations.
Here's Adam.
All right, so
Just wait, I need to preface this. I want you guys to know Adam and Beth threw this entire wedding.
You know, I found out that if somebody pays for a tent and your wife coordinates it, like 35 gallons of beer will show up. If you guys get the chance, do that. That's worth stopping your life for, and that's real friends and true love. You know, and when those. Sorry. two things come together, you know, really everything's worth it. So I hope you guys have the opportunity to do something like this in the future. And you know, Beth and I have been able to establish this cool place here, and it's a really nice thing to be able to share it. So we're as happy as we could be to do this and to have all of you here. So enjoy our home, if you haven't already. I didn't find anything to say, and so that's it.
Alright, we'll probably dance now.